everybody. Thanks for joining us again on the Microsoft Playbook. Today we're talking Defender with our Senior Director of Professional Services, Heath Madison. Heath, thanks for joining us, man.
Hi, Tipper. Happy to be here.
Seems like you and I just did this recently.
Yes, probably. It was relatively recently.
Okay, so talk to me like I'm a marketing guy that I am. What is Defender and what does it do?
Well, Defender's not just one thing. Defender's like a whole suite of products that really help address your entire security posture, protecting everything from your desktop to your cloud to your email, your cloud resources in Azure, just to help your organization stay safe. We all hear the horror stories, and so it's nice to know that we're protecting our organization from those horror stories so we're not the next one.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. Okay, so it does a lot of stuff. Give me a concrete example. How does Defender help assist against phishing attacks, for example?
So most people know that, or if you don't, a lot of people know that one of the easiest ways for wrongdoers to get into your environment is through email. So you get that email, it's got that link, the CEO of the company's all of a sudden telling you to send gift cards.
Gotta go get those gift cards from Walgreens, man.
Get those gift cards, and it has to be done now, and it's in all caps. And so Defender, specifically Defender for cloud, can actually take a look at those, and it takes a look in your Office 365, and it can make sure those links that he's putting in there are safe using a technology they use called safe links. It's scanning those links in real time, making sure that they're not an issue. If there's an attachment in that email, it uses safe attachments, where it actually puts those into a sandbox while it scans them, make sure they're not a problem, and before it lets you actually download that. And even built into the desktop with like Defender for Enterprise or Defender for Business, you have the ability to use what they call Smart Screen, which as you're looking through the web or surfing the web, it's scanning those sites in real time and alerting you if there's any potential risk.
As an employee, can it help me beat the phishing simulations that are sent to me by the IT group? Because I keep on failing those tests.
Even I have failed those, I'm not gonna lie. What it does is it can actually do phishing simulations. So not only can it help make sure that the phish isn't coming, and it's scanning those things so you're not at risk when it does come, but it can actually help prepare you for those simulations. And by preparing you, I mean, we can, in IT, I can send out some tests to our users, and when they don't pass those tests, maybe it lets me know that I give them maybe some additional training, or I point out some things. If we have common themes that, this test got 30% of the company, I now know there's some areas that I should probably focus on in my next training.
That's good. I'm gonna have to be focusing on those trainings because if I fail another one, HR is gonna send me to them.
Like I said, we've all been there. So that's why they're there.
Okay, well, good. Well, obviously, that's important. What about AI? I know AI is in everything now. Does Defender have AI? If so, how does that work?
Obviously, it uses AI. Everything uses AI these days. And it actually can use its machine learning to go beyond the traditional kind of protection algorithms that exist. It can actually learn from what's out there. It's analyzing trillions of data sets a day to continually evolve and learn. So the days of simply being dependent on the latest virus definition that came out from our provider are over. These tools are smart. They actually use AI to combat the AI that the wrongdoers are using these days. And so everything from your real-time protection, the predictive analysis, that's where it's predicting based on those trillions of records each day. It's taking advantage of that, continually learning and evolving to better protect you and your organization.
Nice. Okay, so let's say I've decided that I need this or another like competitor for my org. How does Defender stack up against other security solutions that are out there like CrowdStrike or SentinelOne?
So when we talk about Defender and the other security technologies, What I really like about Defender, especially if you are a Microsoft-centric organization, it obviously is going to understand Microsoft better than those competitors because it's from the same company. I don't go to the Jeep dealership to buy parts for my Ford. I want the technology that is geared towards, built for, and aware of what I use. So it integrates seamlessly. I've always found with Microsoft technologies in general, if you understand Microsoft technologies and you've been using them, any Microsoft technology you use has a familiarity. So beyond just better protecting, I find operationally, my team is more adept at using it quickly because they can take the knowledge they have of security posturing, mix that with the knowledge they have of Microsoft, and it makes a much more seamless implementation.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks for using the Mopar analogy. That's helpful for me. Let's talk about accessibility. Say I'm a small or medium-sized company. Where should I start?
So Microsoft has actually come up with different SKUs depending on those two sizes. And when it comes to for cloud, for 365, those pieces, those are consistent and you buy what you need. You pay for the licenses you need. But when it comes to the desktop or the endpoint protection, that's where you have Microsoft Defender for Enterprise, for your large enterprise organizations. But for those organizations that are less than 300 devices or users specifically, they have Microsoft Defender for Business, which is a simplified version of it, easier for the IT staffs in those businesses to manage, but it's still giving you those enterprise-grade protections that you get from Microsoft Defender for Enterprise. So they have the right product for your organization size.
Great. Last question, man. If I am, again, like deciding to go down this road, how can TrustedTech help me?
We can help you from start to finish. We obviously can provide your licenses, and we can, more than just provide your licenses, we can work with you to make sure you're getting the right licenses for you, for the protections you want. We have a robust professional services team to help you actually implement and deploy as you need, whether it's from a strategic advisory standpoint or it's an actual white glove implementation. And then we have an amazing reactive support team that when you do have issues along the way, they're there to help.
Awesome. Good news. Well, thanks for your time talking to Defender today, Heath. Much appreciated.
My pleasure. As always, Tipper.